We call Padam on the panel today. Let me introduce Padam first. Firstly, people might be knowing it. He's a founder of My Student Club. So all such sessions in which are beneficial to all the CA students, it's because Padam who has initiated this thing. So a big round of applause for Padam for giving such things beneficial to all our CA aspirants and helping out everyone. So thank you so much, Padam, for such opportunities for everyone. Padam is a CA finalist as well as, of course, a industrial trainee, and he doesn't need an introduction because he has made so much good to all our CA fraternity mates. So let's call upon Padam. Padam, are you there?
Hi, Dashit. Sorry, actually,
Hi, Padam.
yeah.
Hi, Padam. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All good, buddy. Thanks. You
Yeah.
have a big round of applause from everyone. People have applauded you for this initiative of My Student Clubs. And of course, today's session has been a great until now. And of course, this is going to be beneficial for another people as well when it will be posted to for all the CS students.
For sure,
All
Dashit.
right,
Yes.
Padam.
And first of all, thanks to you
Welcome to
guys who
our
have
session.
conducted it so brilliantly. So, not all credits to me here. Yeah.
Of course. The initiative matters a lot. So, yeah, people, so we have Padam Bhansali today for this equity research, who is an industrial trainee at Flipkart. So, Padam will be sharing us his insights, his experience from the industrial trainee. So, stay tuned for this session. Padam, my first question goes to you. What is the difference in your articleship, whatever you have done in your articleship, and this industrial training process of equity research at Flipkart?
Yeah, Dashit. Just to correct, I'm in business finance domain. Maybe equity research would be different than that. But
Okay.
okay, so on articleship part, so on my background, I did my articleship from a mid-size firm in Ahmedabad. Then I moved to a small size firm. Then my exposure was generally open. Matlab, I had exposure to different departments. I had done internal audit, statutory audits, taxation. I was not confined to one department. So in audits, also we audit of different industries. We are not limited to a particular industry in a mid-sized firm. So my experience was very open there. But in Flipkart, you will be generally not just in Flipkart. When I talk about industrial training, you will be restricted in a particular department. You will be particularly managing one asset of the business. So if I talk about my role in Flipkart, I handle the manpower planning in all the pan-India warehouses of Flipkart. We basically handle how much manpower to be deployed on ground based on the demand numbers of Flipkart, how many orders we get. And so that's more on my role. Every day we get a new ask. I won't say it is very much restricted, but you can find new ways of doing things. And it's generally more beneficial when I say ki, so if I'm doing industrial in Flipkart, what benefits I have seen is I get to network with a lot many people of different backgrounds. Like I get to talk with IIM peoples, IIT peoples, and so that's one perk. Then it gives you a corporate exposure, which is also good side. It in firm and corporates there is a lot difference. You don't see people talking like sir, hello ma'am. If even you're talking to CFO, you'll be saying hello Sriram, how are you? So that's one good side, and that's a good exposure, I believe. So you should be going into industrial is what my take is. Yeah.
All right. So, Padam, so yeah, today you have made things very simple. Like people in my student club has made very simple for people who are looking for industrial training through my student club's industrial training portal. How have you actually find out such vacancies and applied through it? Like people today directly can go through my student club's portal and see out the vacancies there. So,
Yeah.
how was your struggle to this?
Yeah, so my student club basically is born out of this all these struggles. Basically, I was facing this issue, and I thought if someone is going to solve it, let it be me who is going to initiate this solve. So
Oh,
yeah,
great.
so I was searching for my industrial. That was the time when industrial training portal was born in my student club. I'll take a moment to present my screen to show all the members on how they can visit the
Sure,
my student club industrial training portal. Hope
sure,
my
sure, sure.
screen is visible. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, guys. So basically, our CA Industrial Training Portal is a compilation of all the vacancies that are posted across LinkedIn, the company's website, across Naukri.com, any other portal. So basically, you'll be finding every other vacancy here. Okay, and what you can do is you can just go on to My Student Club Industrial this link, or you can go to resources and click on this particular button. Then you can access this portal. Here you can go to the keyword section, mention your role as finance, what you're searching for. If you're from Ahmedabad, you can search the location Ahmedabad. You're looking for a particular salary, then you can filter it out here. You get all the companies which have been hiring for that position. So that makes it quite simple. Then you can just go below. You can see the mail ID. You can apply. So okay, on the process part, first prepare your perfect CV. Okay, so in the CV, if I doubt if I have my CV ready right now, but uh, okay, I don't have a CV ready, but this is the candidate CV which I have seen. Yeah, a basic CV is enough while preparing it, but what I would suggest is put in your 100% efforts, because this is one particular thing which will ensure your interview schedule. मतलब this is where you have to put in 100% efforts. आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि सारी इंफॉर्मेशन डिस्क्लोज ना करो. मतलब आई हैव सीन सीवीज. अब आप सोचो, इधर इस बंदे ने अपना नाम लिखा है, इसने ही हैज रिटन ऑल हिज प्रोफेशनल समरी, ही हैज रिटन हिज marks and everything, but here again there is an alignment issue, which is one problem which I have seen. Alignment issues. This particular CV is a good CV, but if I'll show you some CVs, you will be shocked कि ऐसे कैसे बन सकता है कोई CV. वो अपना experience section, some people have missed, some people have not even written their professional experience कि हमने articleship में क्या काम किया. That basically means you are doing dummy articleship. Why would a company select you on that base then? So there is one website which I'll suggest. This is Flow CV. You can go on to here, flowcv.com, and you can easily create a good CV out here, CV cover letter. So yeah, my industrial training journey, I prepared my CV out of Flow CV first, and then when I started applying, what I was doing was I was building this industrial training portal thing. So whenever I saw a vacancy at LinkedIn, I used to just apply it to them, regardless of my willingness to join or not, because I wanted to give as many interviews as possible. I gave interviews at ITC, Barclays, and almost every other company which was conducting, which was providing this industrial training program. So I gave their interviews. It was really great experience for me. So, uh, okay, first you prepare your CV out of this Flow CV thing. Get it checked by seniors. Ask LinkedIn people to evaluate your CV. Get back with some suggestions, and then start applying. For application, there are three ways again. So you can cold mail to, again, if you go to My Student Club Industrial Training Portal, you will get around 900 vacancies. Okay, 900 application IDs. You can just mail them your CV along with a description key. Yes, hi team, I'm willing to apply for the role of industrial trainee in your organization. Any reference or any help would be of great support, some kind of that mail. So I remember key I have sent cold mails to around 300, 400 companies, but the response rate there you will get is less than 1%. But still you have to try it out, because we never know कि उस बंदे को कब हायरिंग की रिक्वायरमेंट आ जाए. एंड इफ yours is the first CV they get to see, you can be on the list. मतलब you can get hired. That is one. Then second one is the normal application way. Whenever a company posts a vacancy on LinkedIn, or you get a notification from My Student Club. Yeah, one important aspect. Here you can see that there is an option for turn on alerts for new job listings. Right. So you can just click yes here. So in future, whenever you will get a whenever a new vacancy comes, you will be getting a notification for it. So you'll be on the first few people who will be getting to know of the vacancy, and it's always better being on the first side because your application gets higher chances of getting screened. So I'll tell my personal experience in my student club. Whenever we post a vacancy, uh, we get around roughly about 700 to 800 responses. So it's practically impossible to screen through every CV for more than 5 minutes. So if I show you one list, I guess it would be open. This is the way we hire people. Recently, I was hiring for Flipkart. So if I show you this, there are around 635 CVs which I have to screen. If I open each CV, I won't be able to give it more than 1 second. So make it appealing, make it concise. It should not be more than one page. Elaborate on your experience section, and majorly on extracurriculars, because my personal experience has been I got selected in almost every other company due to my student club, because I found my student club. I had a lot to talk about it. That was one reason that people found the spark key. Yes, we want this candidate. Okay, so CV is one thing. Once your CV gets selected, it's basically based on your application again. So application part, mein I said you about cold mail. Again, on the application IDs, there is one more aspect which you should be trying, that is reference, because ultimately आपका selection reference से ही होगा. See, no HR hires for a company an industrial trainee. हर कंपनी में ऑलरेडी इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनीज है. उनके मैनेजर को वो रिक्वायरमेंट है कि उनको ये बंदा अगर एग्जाम लीव पे जाने वाला है, पास्ट एग्जिस्टिंग इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनी, देन दैट ट्रेनी हैज टू हायर फॉर हिज रिप्लेसमेंट. ठीक है, सो ही विल बी द वन हु इज फिलिंग फॉर दैट रोल एंड नॉट द एचआर इन मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज. इन फ्लिपकार्ट दैट्स द केस till the major extent. ठीक है, so what you can do is, my personal experience has been कि, so I'll tell you my journey. मेरे को ITC से ऑफर आया था, बार्कलेस से आया था, एंड काफी अदर कंपनी से आया था. So I was going to join Barclays for the reason was कि उधर 5 महीने की स्टडी लीव्स मिल रही थी. ठीक है, एंड द रोल वाज आल्सो डिसेंट और वर्क फ्रॉम होम काफी फ्लेक्सिबल था उधर. But then my joining was on Monday, and on Saturday I felt like, no, this is not what I have to do. I really want to work in a startup and get exposed to a startup culture. So because ultimately my aim is to move towards building a startup या कुछ ऐसा अलग करना है. So ठीक है, बार्कलेस का ऑफर आया था. बार्कलेस में आई वाज गोइंग टू जॉइन ऑन मंडे. ऑन सैटरडे आई हैड ऑल दीज थॉट्स एंड आई फेल्ट नहीं, बार्कलेस तो ज्वाइन नहीं करना है. आई डिक्लाइन दैट ऑफर लेटर, एंड उसके बाद वो जो भी उन्होंने फ्लाइट टिकट्स एंड कराई थी वो सब कैंसिल करनी पड़ी. दैट वाज एन इश्यू. आई विल सजेस्ट यू कि आप ऐसा अवॉइड करना. यू जस्ट फिगर इट आउट कि कौन सी कंपनी में जाना है. जस्ट फिगर दैट कंपनी आउट. फिर मैं बैठा, मैंने सोचा कि कौन सी कंपनी वुड बी वेयर आई वुड फाइंड दैट ब्रांड जो मैं अपने फ्यूचर सीवी में दिखा सकूं, where I would find a good role, good pay. And Amazon and Flipkart, both of them were fulfilling all these criteria. So I sat for Flipkart. I just went on to LinkedIn, if I can show you here. Yeah. In LinkedIn, if you go, you search Flipkart CA Industrial Trainee. My screen is visible, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So Flipkart CA Industrial Trainee, when you search, you can go on to this people option. And here you can, you get around 346 people who are CA or CA Industrial Trainees in Flipkart. Okay. Now what you can do is you can go on to each profile. You can send them a connection request along with a connection note that, hi, I'm willing to apply in Flipkart as an industrial trainee. Here is my resume. Any help, any reference would be of great help. So if I show you my LinkedIn chats, I believe I have messaged on a single day. I was like, yeah, November 2, 2023. Hi, I'm willing to apply for the C Industrial Trainee role at Flipkart. I recently came across a vacancy. I don't want to miss any chance. This was the moment on November 2nd, I messaged around 50 people in Flipkart, if I'm not wrong. And the next day, I had 3 interview calls from 3 different departments in Flipkart itself. And then I asked the trainee for the review of his department, and I got to choose the best team. And really, I'm liking my work so well that was probably the best decision I have made of joining that particular team in Flipkart. Yes. So this is one way. Reference really works. As I said, I have messaged around 50 people on the same day. I got around 3-4 interview calls. So that was one really good thing I got out of it. So this is the way to apply. After application, the point will come to interviews. In interviews, what you have to do is you have to stay confident. That's only the mantra for clearing out interviews. Confidence. Even now, my manager says, "Ki Padam, I hired you only due to your confidence during the interviews. Other people were bluffing around, but you had straight to the world answers." So, what questions were asked to me in interviews were, one was on that revenue recognition के golden principles. That is on the academic front. Operating lease and financial lease का पूछ सकते हैं. CSR की qualifications पूछ सकते हैं. In one particular company, I had too much of technicalities, too much of academics questions asked because that guy was a ranker who was interviewed. So it will depend on company to company. But basically वो इतना deep नहीं जाएंगे. आप बस अपने fundamentals में clear हो, then you can easily crack the interview. उसके बाद the main round, the final round जो होता है, उसमें the questions are more on case studies, guesstimates and everything. मुझसे पूछा था कि guess the iPhone number of iPhone users in India, guess the अहमदाबाद एयरपोर्ट में कितने पैसेंजर्स on a single day travel कर रहे होंगे. So there is no right answer to it. What you have to do is you have to just form a way to the answer. You have to say कि हाँ, अगर दिन में 50 फ्लाइट चलती है, हर फ्लाइट की 80 कैपेसिटी है, तो 400 जने ऐसे हो गए, 4,000 पीपल हो गए, उनके दो को पैसेंजर्स या some or the other way around. You have to make the way to the answer and provide a reasonable justification to it. Another question was ki, is advertising an iPhone on an airport gate a good way of advertising, and is there a way to track the number of conversions to customer out of it? So उसका भी कोई right answer नहीं है. You can say कि हाँ, एक coupon code दे दो तो शायद वो user use करे and we can track it. And yes, for sure कि it's a good way to advertise iPhones because airport passengers have higher purchasing capacity, right?
Agreed.
तो ये हो जाएगा. और नेक्स्ट आई गेस फिर तो ऑफर लेटर आ जाता है. एंड हाँ, एक इंटरव्यू में वो जरूर पूछेंगे, आर यू विलिंग टू रीलोकेट और नॉट. सो उसका तो हमेशा रेडी रहना. इट शुड बी ए स्पॉन्टेनियस यस कि हाँ, मैं आने को रेडी हूँ. यू शुड नॉट बी लाइक ट्रबलिंग योरसेल्फ. You should be showing confidence to that interviewer कि हाँ, I am 100% sure. You should be 100% sure to hire me too. And और basic questions तो हमेशा रहेंगे हर इंटरव्यू में. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your strengths and weakness. How was your articleship experience? Or tell me some memorable incidents, memorable observations you have made during articleship. So ये सब तो आपको basically हमेशा prepare करके रखना ही चाहिए. Yes,
वो Padam, a really good insight, to be honest, a really good insight. Like people are looking out in the chat ki portal kaun sa hai, kaise karna hai, and you have showed it really well. Even that LinkedIn insight, definitely this is going to help everyone out there. Ki LinkedIn pe bhi how we are approaching is very much different. This is the actual way which Padam has showed to us, and this is the genuine way where people find out such vacancies and connections. So thank you so much, Padam. This is definitely from all the CA aspirants over here. So
yeah,
this has been a great insight.
Actually, one more point I'd like to make is कि her extra effort will change the interviewer's decision. मतलब if you're just sending a connection request और उसके साथ connection note attach नहीं कर रहे हो, then there is a probability of rejection कि हाँ, वो बंदा connection request ही accept ना करे. If you're applying, I'll share my Goldman Sachs incident. Goldman Sachs में I applied first time. I did not get a revert because there was an optional request to add on cover letter and I did not add it. Second time I applied using a different mail ID and a different number. It works. It's a hack. You can use it. Okay. So you can add cover. I added my cover letter and all of a sudden I got my response. And yeah, you have to be prepared for one more interview question कि tell me something about the organization. जैसे ही मुझे Goldman Sachs से response आया था, it was the first call itself जहाँ पे HR ने मुझे call किया and she was like, tell me something about Goldman Sachs out of nowhere. You are not given any time to prepare for it. And what do you know about what Goldman Sachs does and everything? I got rejected therein. And the third time I applied, I got selected finally. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, of course you have to have that homework done. जहाँ पर तुम जा रहे हो उनके बारे में भी you should have knowledge. Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. And one more thing, like sort of, how did you manage? Like, what was your routine? If I would ask, कि तुम्हारा working hours कैसा था, and how were you managing your studies along with that?
You're talking about industrial training? Ki,
Yeah, of course. Industrial training and CA final studies.
okay, so see, I will say कि than articleship, it's easier to manage in industrial training or studies and everything because other than study leaves part जो कि अभी न्यू स्कीम में irrelevant है, न्यू स्कीम में you will be getting 6 months
Exactly.
of study leaves. उसके अलावा
Hmm.
majority of these firms which are small size and mid size firms operate on Saturday. राइट, पर कॉर्पोरेट्स में ऐसा है कि कॉर्पोरेट्स में आपको सैटरडे और संडे दोनों दिन लीव मिलेगा. यू आर
Hmm.
नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू रिपोर्ट देयर. इवन इन ऑफिस यू कैन स्टडी. एंड मैनेजर्स हम सबके सीए रहते हैं इन कॉर्पोरेट्स एंड दे आर क्वाइट फ्रेंडली. दे आर very much supportive. I would say ki you guys can study, you guys can take your own exam leaves, you get work from home flexibility. Corporates are good in that manner. And I say working hours, अपने ऑडिट पे जो ड्यू डेट्स पे जो वर्किंग आवर्स रहते हैं उतना तो कभी बैठना हुआ ही नहीं ऑफिस में. आई हैव स्टेड लेट नाइट इन ऑफिसेस बट दैट्स ओनली फॉर पर्पस ऑफ स्टडी. सो आई विल से मेरा एक्सपीरियंस पर्सनली तो ऐसा था कि आर्टिकलशिप से ज्यादा फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी मुझे ऑफिस में मिली अभी.
Industrial training में मिलना है. Definitely, it is very much flexible. क्योंकि industrial training में you have an opportunity where different firms will different industries will be providing you different timings as well. अगर तुम investment banking MNCs में जाओगे, you might have some different timings. Like I have 1 to 9, which was from afternoon. So at least तुम्हारा morning का slot अगर पढ़ने को मिल गया ना, so that you are secure कि मेरी आज की पढ़ाई हो गई, उसके बाद अभी तुम कितना भी काम करवा लो, स्ट्रेच करवा
वेरी
करवा के
ट्रू.
भी कितना ही कर लेंगे.
आई
So
हैव हर्ड
that
ऑफ
is very much
एचएलपी टू कि शायद वो 6 से 12 का उनका टाइमिंग्स है, व्हिच इज रियली गुड. मॉर्निंग 6 to 12 यू आर डन विद योर ऑफिस वर्क और उसके बाद however you can manage your studies with.
actually. So at least you should have the complete slot at one go. या तो मॉर्निंग में पूरा स्लॉट लेने का ट्राई करो या तो आफ्टरनून के बाद. तो प्रेफरेबल इज मॉर्निंग बिकॉज पूरे दिन काम करने के बाद यू माइट गेट एग्जॉस्टेड. सो टेक दिस अ टिप कि ट्राई कि मॉर्निंग का शिफ्ट तुमको पढ़ने को मिले एंड उसके बाद में यू गेट योर वर्क डन. So timings should be that flexible. Try to negotiate because even I negotiated. Even I had 9 to 5, but you have to try to negotiate in everything, be it your studies or study leave. So you have to negotiate. This is for 1.5 years wale student. Of course, 1 year के लिए study leave is irrelevant. All right, Padam,
Just
if
one
you
more
are
thing
all
I
right,
wanted to
so
clarify here. It was so my role is on finance front. So every aspirant nowadays कि उनको बस finance में ही जाना है, right? तो इसमें मैं एक
correct.
clarity दूंगा what exactly a finance role is. Basically आप लोग you're not the ones who are bringing ideas onto the table. जैसे अगर Flipkart में how to operate on warehouses is not your cup of tea. You won't be asked कि आप कैसे operations को run करोगे. What your side of view should be कि आप financial view से this project is viable or not, right? So एक तो फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम इज कि एवरी कंपनी जो भी रोल्स ला रही है वो बोल रही है कि हाँ फाइनेंस का रोल है, यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर इट. कंट्रोलरशिप को भी फाइनेंस ही मानते हैं, टैक्सेशन को भी फाइनेंस ही मानते हैं. हर चीज को उन्होंने फाइनेंस बता दिया क्योंकि फाइनेंस रोल्स पे उनको मल्टीपल एक्स
ज्यादा
एप्लीकेशन.
लोग अट्रैक्ट करता है.
एग्जैक्टली. सो दैट्स तो उसमें थोड़ा व्हाट आई विल से इज प्रिकॉशन रखना. यू शुड बी अवेयर कि विच रोल यू आर अप्लाइंग इनटू. यू शुड बेसिकली आस्क योर पास्ट ट्रेनी जो वो ही रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा था, उससे बेटर कोई आपको रोल एक्सप्लेन कर नहीं सकता है. आस्क इन अ फ्रेंडली मैनर हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस, आप क्या कर रहे हो एग्जैक्टली. और उसके बाद इफ दे से कि हाँ इट्स समथिंग आई लाइक विच इज नॉर्मली ऐसा रेस्पॉन्स नहीं मिलेगा. इन माई केस आई विल से यस व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज आई एम लविंग इट. सो उस केस में इट्स लाइक ए ग्रीन फ्लैग. आप हाँ यू कैन
Green
गो.
flag. A dark green flag, of course, because everything, if it's going on your way, na, if studies and even the work which you want, everything is going, then it is, of course, a green flag and you can opt for it. All right, Padam, if you're all right, I'm just opening this session for, questions from the audience.
Sure, works.
Sure. So, firstly, Mayank, yeah, you can ask your question to Padam.
So am I audible?
Yeah, Mayank,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
on.
Mayank.
Hi Darshit, hi Padam. Actually, right now,
Yeah.
my industrial training will become due in July mid, right? So I had given interviews three places. I have got selected twice. But the thing is, I've been applied for Flipkart for business finance. So how long does it take for recruitment? And like, for how long should I wait? And I'm getting an offer of SAP. So will it be viable to go for that? Because I don't think so. Like SAP is a very niche. Like None of us have done it.
No,
So
ma'am.
I'm waiting for implementation and all that. So can you just guide me related to that, both of you?
I'll be straightforward. I'll say don't go into SAP role. On the Flipkart front, it would be see now there is a huge hirings going on in Flipkart. I'll say every member is hiring for his replacement, or you can easily expect. And if your CV is good, if you are following all the tips which everyone has shared here, I can say कि आपकी hiring you can close it within a 1 week. मैंने last week एक बंदे को hire किया and next week he will be joining. So probably
See,
the
मेरा
process
केस
is very
है
fast.
कि जो भी अभी मिलता है लाइक आई वांट इमीडिएट जॉइनर्स बट मेरा इमीडिएट जॉइनिंग नहीं है, मेरा जुलाई में जॉइनिंग है, तो वो भी एक इशू आ रहा है मेरे को। तो क्या करना चाहिए? शुड आई कीप अप्लाइंग और शुड आई वेट? दैट इज वो कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है मेरे को थोड़ा।
सी जुलाई में आपकी ज्वाइनिंग है ना, तो फ्लिपकार्ट
यस।
एटलीस्ट हायर्स फॉर इमीडिएट ज्वाइनिंग इन मेनी टीम्स, पर कीप अप्लाइंग, यू नेवर नो कि कौन सी टीम को जुलाई में रिक्वायरमेंट भी हो सकती है। तो देयर इज नो एज सच लिमिट कि हाँ इतनी बार अप्लाई कर दिया उसके बाद आप ब्लॉक हो जाओगे या ब्लैक लिस्ट हो जाओगे। सो यू कैन कीप अप्लाइंग। यस।
सो व्हाट यू वुड सजेस्ट इज सैप के रोल में नहीं जाना चाहिए, राइट? बिकॉज मेरे
नहीं,
भी एक दो
डियर
फ्रेंड
फ्रेंड,
उन्होंने
नो
भी यही
सैप।
सजेस्ट करा था कि
या
नहीं जाना चाहिए।
आई डोंट फील दैट इट्स अ राइट पाथ टू गो, बट दर्शित इफ यू कैन ऐड समथिंग ऑन।
डेफिनेटली इफ देखो मैं तुमको यही सजेस्ट करूंगा कि go for a role which you are looking for it or which can get you at a better position in the future. ठीक है, अभी सैप को लेकर तुम कितना आगे प्रोसीड कर पाओगे, यू शुड बी अवेयर। मतलब सैप को लेकर यू विल नॉट गेट दैट हायर पोजीशन, दैट हायर पे, दैट हायर expectation which you have with the work as a chartered accountant. If you are getting a chartered accountant SAP, तो मतलब make a leverage कि भाई सीए करने के बाद is this worth, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए सीए करने के बाद भी ग्रेड्स भी वही कर रहा है। सो यू शुड हैव बिट हायर एज, you should have that knowledge as well as experience at a position after your qualification which will get you a better outcome which your qualification also deserves and which you also expect the same. So that is a kind of backend as well as open for everyone. So get into a niche which will get you a bit better position. So of course SAP is, as Padam said, not recommended. You will get an opportunity. To be honest, man, it's good you have tried applying, but last month is the only month जहाँ पर अच्छी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलती है, बिकॉज पीपल एज यू सेड कि क्विक हायरिंग चाहिए वो लोग को, तो लास्ट मंथ में ही ज्यादा से ज्यादा हायरिंग होती है। तो वेट फॉर दैट लास्ट मंथ, तुमको और भी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेगी।
थैंक्स गाइस, दैट वाज द होल डाउट, क्योंकि मैंने भी बहुत लोगों से पूछा, सैप का किसी को इतना आइडिया भी नहीं कि अपना वो काम ही नहीं है उसके, तो इवन आई थॉट कि इट्स नो यूज, लेट्स जस्ट गिव द
एग्जैक्टली,
इंटरव्यू एंड सी व्हाट दे आस्क। एंड सो या, जस्ट फॉर
it's
इंटरव्यू आई
like
गिव इट
tally or
सबमिशन
SAP,
हो
it's
गया।
like accounting, it is a complete backend, tally or SAP. So it's like, yeah, go for some better position, you'll get it. Wait for some time, maybe in next month you'll get a better opportunities, because companies को immediate hiring चाहिए, next month में तुम immediate हो ही जाओगे almost, so you'll get a better positions. Wait for some time.
थैंक यू लॉट Rashid and Padam for the help.
True.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's it. Just a moment. Actually, here
yeah.
we have some questions in Q&A section. I'll try to answer them. So one is from Aditi Jain, where she is asking, can you please suggest some good companies which are hiring industrial trainees in location Indore? So I'll suggest again my student club industrial training portal. Go on and search Indore location. Most probably Indore would have very less vacancies, but what you can do is, I feel banks hire there more. You can try in HDFC Bank branches and Kotak Mahindra Bank. These two banks hire industrial trainees. Other than that, if I have anything, I will share in a moment again. Some good firms to work for industrial training in Mumbai, considering you're working at internal audit or GRCS domain in a big four. In Mumbai, you have a lot many opportunities, so I don't feel कि वहाँ कोई constraint आएगा आपको in figuring out a company. It's more on which role you're looking for. If you're working at internal audit and you're going forward, you want to again work in internal audit domain as industrial trainee too, then I guess there was one speaker, Vikas Kalani. He did his industrial training from Henkel in internal audit itself, if I'm not wrong. No, sorry, I may be confused, but yes, Henkel hires for internal audit domain. You can try out that. And no Sanskriti, multiple attempts in CA Inter won't prevent from getting into industrial training. It's like I have many friends who are working as an industrial training in Flipkart are having multiple attempts in CA Intermediate and still they have got into. It's all on how you prove. See, first thing is you have to make a good CV, and second thing is interview. In interview, if you prove to your hiring manager that yes, I am a confident girl, I can manage this role better than anyone else, then they will select you regardless of your attempt.
Hi, Padam. I'm
Yeah,
sorry if I can speak right now. Can I?
yeah, sure, please.
I want to say that I think there are two major flaws that I believe I have in my CV. That compared to other people having, first attempt being from Big Fours, I feel I lack those two things. Number one is having multiple attempts, and second is like you said that you also did your articleship firstly from a mid-sized firm and then you moved to a smaller size. So that is also my case, and I think a lot of people when I talk to them, they are like, "Why did you move to a smaller firm?" And I was like, "I was having multiple attempts, so I moved to my hometown, and then." Have to explain the whole thing. So, do you think that the interview will think like everyone focused more on the fact that they want to know that you're not doing dummy? So I'm not doing dummy, but it becomes very hard to prove that I moved from a mid-size because it was a very nice firm in Kolkata, and then I moved to my hometown. So it becomes difficult to tackle that when I'm unable to explain it to my peers or my friends, whoever I'm talking to. Do you think they will, the interviewers will not believe it, or it might not sound very convincing?
Sanskriti, like yes, you have moved from a mid-size to small size. You cannot change anything about that. So you have to provide a valid justification to it. Ki why did you move? If studies is a reason, then that may make them doubt it. You can lie a bit there. I am not saying ki lie upfrontly, but yes, you can lie ki the first firm's working culture was not that good enough. I was not able to focus on studies. I was more confined to one department or other. So like you
Well,
have to
that
make your
was
case.
also a case. I'm sorry to interrupt. Well, that was also a case that I was just, into GST, and like I had very, very small exposure for audit. So, that was one reason. But majorly, can I not say that since my priority changed from, my intermediate was not clear, so I had to focus more on that. Do you think that will be a problem, or do you think I should just move on to
If
simpler
I was the
life?
hiring manager, I would have considered the first option the better one. If you had said me ki yes, I was more confined to GST and I wanted an overall exposure, then I would have been more confident on you ki yes, this girl had changed the roles not because she was not unable to manage her studies. It was more due to she wanted to explore more. That would
But
give
don't you
confidence.
think they will feel that you had better opportunities? You could have moved to any other firm, but why to a smaller? Because the point is not moving, like not switching the firm. It is about switching to a smaller size firm. Which, like, I think that did you not face such questions?
I did face, and I provided that justification. Uh, if I was in a mid-sized firm, I was more confined to just the audit department. And had I moved to a small-sized firm, I got more exposure into a different field altogether, which was foreign accounting. That was my justification.
Yeah,
And
I saw
in my
your
project,
yeah,
yeah,
I saw your LinkedIn profile, and it was regarding that foreign profile. You said you wrote about
yeah,
something about New Zealand and something. So I
true.
think that was a plus point in your case. Then I'll have to figure out mine. Thank you so much.
No, Sanskriti. Okay, just to add on to your part, see, one is your attempt, and on attempt, I'll say ki don't highlight it too much on your CV. Ki see, one way of writing in your CV, okay, for everyone this is, so one way of writing your attempt on CV is May 2023, December 2023, okay. That would be group 1 May 2023, group 2 you have cleared in December 2023, okay. And the other way would be you will write just 2023 in both the ends. Matlab, you're just playing with them in the CV. This is not the right way, but this is one way which can get the things done for you. You just have to make your see, once you get to the interview, you can then it's on you to prove your point. Ki, yes, I am sorry, I am good enough for you for your role. You can hire me. But to get to the interview, you have to get your CV selected. And I'm not saying lie abruptly on your CV ki 100% सब कुछ झूठी लिख दो. ऐसा मत करो. Where you can play with them. But you must know the boundaries in between that.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Yes,
explaining it very nicely. Thank you.
sure.
All right.
Sorry.
For that, we had some Q&As, but let's check it out if we have some time or for like we have 5 to 7 minutes for this session. So if
I'm
you can
okay with
just
it.
go through those.
I will try to
Yeah,
answer all the questions, but
yeah. Please.
sure. Okay. Raghav has asked. Okay, sorry. Wait. Mm, I was on Sanskrit. Okay, Aditi has replied. Then we have Devendra. How does people who have joined the course late, like joined Inter at 23-year-old, can go for IT to enhance their future prospects? Devendra, that's a plus point actually. If you are okay, it can be considered a positive and negative both end. But if you are 23-year-old who has joined Inter, that means you have done regular college. So that's one plus point which you can highlight in your CV and in the interviews too. That you were more exposed to extracurricular activities. You have done these, that, and that would help you stand out against the other candidates. And surely you would have quite larger experience as compared to younger ones. So I consider that as a plus point. But have done biz in manufacturing. Okay. So you can highlight that experience too. It works for you. Just have to present yourselves well to the company, and I guess that would work. If you have done something good in all those past years, then does graduation actually matters? It matters to some company. It matters in I probably guess UBS. In UBS they say ki yes, if you have done BCom only then we'll be hiring. But in most of the companies that's a no. No need to do any graduation as such. Hi Padam, in which domain do you work? I work in business finance domain, Rohan. I'm basically, see, what's finance domain is? Finance domain is analyzing the finance view of any particular activity. So in Flipkart, there are various teams. There are teams for various assets. Like there would be a team who is picking the order from customer, picking the order from seller, delivering it to customer. There would be a separate team. Warehousing, there would be a separate team. Every team has one operational team which manages the operation where CA has no work. There's a finance angle to it. Whatever the operation team or whatever any other team does in that warehouses, we have to analyze key whether it is financially viable or not. So that's my role, particularly if I have to be on concise thing. Here, Raghav, you can approach a branch of the company, but I would say don't approach the branch of the company. You have to, what you have to do is, again, go on to LinkedIn, search HDFC Bank and your particular location, find if there is any CA who is working there, ask them if he can help you out with the hiring, because ultimately you need a CA to get registered under, right? So that would work. You're on the new scheme, but I want to do industrial training for 9 months. This can be an exceptional case. You can get industrial training for 9 months, but people will always prefer for 12 months. That's the college from which you have graduated. See, CVs are all about brands, Anish. The more number of brands, if you have done your articleship from Big Four, if you have college like SRCC, then it would obviously be better. But it's like everything has one point. And if you're not missing on one particular point, it's not that it's game over for you. It's like you can cover on other points, you can cover on extracurriculars and everything. So it impacts, but not majorly, college. Yeah. What can we do to make up for lack of extracurricular activities in our city? So I'll say contact the shit. You can join my student club. You can be part of our team in organizing such sessions and join as a host or speaker, whichever works. So that can do
Definitely.
this. And one more thing which I found really good in my CV was, one was national conferences, and another thing was this thing, newsletters which get published in ICI. You can easily write upon one and mention it in the CV. And again, there is one certificate, NISM Research Analyst Certificate. It is like a cakewalk for us to clear it, and you can easily give that exam. It cost us around some 1500 rupees, and it's like CA Inter Financial Management subject. It's so easy to clear. I believe the exam was for everyone was sat there for 2 hours, and I was out after 30 or 40 minutes. So that was so easy. Yeah. Okay. Kunal, I guess I covered it in my finance role. Haripriya, I'll be eligible. When should I start applying for industrial training? Because all the openings, you will be eligible from September. So best time would be to apply from July. July, August, September would be more than enough. If you want to get into Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, then 3 months time is more than enough. And most other companies will look for immediate joinees. So keep on applying, give on interviews. That would give you experience. And at the end, like when you will finally enter into that August or September period, you will get your final good opportunity where you're looking for. You are available, Sujal, to join from mid-August. So when should I start to apply? Because in post companies, yeah, again the same question. I would guess that would suffice. What would be the ideal time? Okay, 3 months is the ideal time to start applying if you're going into top tier companies like Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. Other than that, mostly companies hire for immediate joinees. That would be enough, I guess. What if CA Foundation cleared in May 21, Inter in May 23? How do you show that in resume? See, you can show that. mm, yeah, you can show CA Foundation as 2021 and CA Inter as 2023. And if we have passed with only 415, that's not only marks 415. Yeah, that's more than
Bro,
enough.
more than 400 is, bro, it's really good. At the
Yeah.
end, the 415 is
Be
not
also
less.
showing that marks also in the resume because that would give the interviewer the confidence. Group 2 in 2022 and Group 1 in 2023, you can just write CA Inter 2023. That would be enough. I'm pursuing only CA course and not BCom, so whether it will affect my industrial training opportunities. It won't affect Ayush, but surely if you had BCom, it may have given you some edge, but 99% you will be on equal level with other candidates. Saksham has this question, my 1 year of mid of August, but if I join in starting of October due to tax audit date, it would be disadvantageous, Saksham. I won't sugarcoat it because people will look to 12 months hiring, but you can play with them and they can say, ki, yeah, 1 month here and there won't affect us. Hi, I applied and cleared the online interview for the show and got a call for scheduling, but after that I got seeking into matter. I found that my mates from Bing only got there and I got rejected since I'm working in a small firm. So people like, I guess whoever written this question did not complete it, but basically, yes, the show. See, guys, if they're paying you 1.5 lakh, 1.25 lakhs of stipend, they will surely look to hire the best of candidates. So they will look कि हाँ SRCC से बंदा हो, Big Four से articleship की हो, All India ranker भी हो, CMA कर रहा हो, CFA कर रहा हो. It's their choice, right? So we cannot complain them, but yeah, you can once again reach back to the hiring manager. Contact me on LinkedIn or somewhere. I'll share you the hiring manager's ID. Then we have Rohan. Okay, how can I join my student club team? Dashit, shall I share your contact details? You can just reach
Yes,
out
yes.
Kothari
You can
on.
reach out to me as well, Darshit Kothari on LinkedIn. We can connect over there, and we'll definitely connect to my student club because we definitely welcome students for such opportunities because even they will upskill and they will have their better skills upgradation through this opportunity. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Dashit.
definitely all can
Basically,
ping us
yeah, my student club
on
is for the
LinkedIn,
students, by the students, to the students. So it's for you all
of
guys,
course.
and so you can join anytime and keep contributing because that's the way it would work for us. Like for this attempt, both 3 years and 2 year articles should be what are difficult. The students of will go also go for steadily. See guys, matlab basically Kunal, both 3 and 2 years. Okay, first I'll take Kanan's question. I'm under old scheme articleship and I become eligible by Feb 25. Should I also start by November or before? December would work for you, Kanan, I guess. Then Kunal, yeah, 3 years and 2 years. This case is quite difficult, but mostly people would keep go on hiring on the 3 years part because that's the constraint they have built in mind. But इससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You can explain your scenario in the interview कि yes, I will serve for 12 months straight if you are on the new scheme path. And on the other case, you can say कि yes, I will be serving for 15 months than that other 12 months guy. So you should be hiring me. You should just prove your point whichever case you are. And then Saksham, go on if you have any question. Yeah. Saksham, Kumar, Kunal Chopra, or Smile Gupta? Anyone?
Yeah, hi Padam.
Hi, Kunal.
Yeah.
Firstly, thank you so much for organizing this session, and this was really insightful, and it will help us a lot. It cleared all our doubts. I just had one or two more doubts regarding, as you said that you are in Flipkart under the business finance domain, and you said that there are different roles, different departments in business finance only. So,
Yeah.
like, how did you choose? And you said that you also got selected in Goldman Sachs and choosing Flipkart. So, could you elaborate? Like, was it difficult or was it easy? Because even I am thinking like, okay, Flipkart is one of my targets because I want to go into Flipkart. So it would be
Hmm.
really helpful.
Yeah, Kunal. So, Okay, if I got your question right, why Flipkart over Goldman Sachs first one? So Flipkart, my particular point was on steady leaves part. I heard from my replacement training that the steady leaves are decent enough. Like Goldman Sachs gives only 2.5 or 3 months of steady leaves, whereas in Flipkart I was getting 5 months, and it was coming with a good brand value. The leaves were also paid. The stipend was decent, and the role particularly was good because my past trainee liked the role, and I was in touch with him. He explained the role well enough that I was convinced that yes, this role is for me. I really want to see myself in this. So that was the reason to choose Flipkart. And for evaluating the role, what stipend? Okay, sorry, yeah, Kunal. So for evaluating the role, you have to reach out to the past trainee. That particular trainee only can explain the role better than anyone else, right? Or you can ask colleagues of that trainee within Flipkart. See, if you ask me कि Padam ये particular team क्या करती है, then I will surely have an idea. I can guide you. I can guide about my role. I can guide about other roles in Flipkart. So you can ask any trainee in Flipkart. You can just see, the first step has to be made by you. You should go to the LinkedIn. You should ask for a connection request, and there are many seniors out there who are willing to help you out. Yes.
Just a
All
second.
right, Padam. Thanks.
Yeah. Padam, we have some questions at message as well. So firstly, it's from Adinath. Like if he has cleared CFA level 1 and he will be giving CFA level 2 before joining IT. So will that CFA level 2 help in finance domain of industrial
Surely.
training?
Yeah, Adnan. It would help. It would obviously help because you will get you would get 1 degree hotter. So, yeah, it would
Freshly,
surely
that
add
too.
you to your CV. Yes.
Yeah. And Mayank Singhvi, thank
Stipend
you so
matters
much
or
for
not.
this.
Stipend should be
Yeah,
your
the stipend
last
matters.
parameter to evaluate a role. First thing should be the brand. Second thing should be the role you're getting into, role and the team also. Because see, a good role with a bad team is not a good choice, and a good role with a good team is obviously the best one. So you should be taking the view of the trainee itself, taking the view of other trainees on how this team operates, how the particular team you're joining into operates, and that would help. In 18 months industrial training will be the steady leave, will be paid leave like in CFM. See, Kanishta, it depends on team to team again. Sorry, company to company, not team to team. In Flipkart, it's paid leave. In Goldman Sachs, UBS, and almost every other organization, it's paid leave. Smile, if you're interested in finance, which role should I look in industrial training? Where should I apply? It's a very broad question because, as I said, everyone is looking for finance roles. You can, I will say my role is the best one. Come apply there itself, and you can.
There are very few people who say my role is the best one. Huh?
I'm really loving
Very
internship,
genuinely
so
very
yeah,
few people.
I'm like.
People will say कोई भी role ले लो मेरा मत लेना बस.
हाँ, मेरे केस में शायद उल्टा हो गया इस बार.
That's
Probably my
actually
student
good. That's
club helped
really
me
good.
land
That's
the
it.
dream opportunity I was looking for. Yeah.
Thanks, Mayank, for the applause. Yeah.
Apurva,
And
Apurva and Krishnika, whoever wants to go first can. Yeah.
Hi, Padam.
Hi, Apurva.
Actually, I just had word with Darshit, Srishti, and Ayush. Just wanted to clarify with you as well. Like, I had a word with my reporting manager that I want to go for the industrial training. He allowed me, and I asked him for the advanced ITD and GMCS training. And to keep the things on the formal note, I mailed the same over the mail that I'm putting forward the resignation, and from August I'll be going for the industrial training. Considering the mail, he mentioned that now you have mailed me and things are formally. Now you're on the notice period, so you won't be allowed any kind of leaves, ill leave, sick leaves, which or training leaves. So I just wanted to know what is the procedure. Like to the best of my knowledge, we have to intimate them 3 months prior, and we go for the training. But as per him, like I intimated him and now he's not allowing me. So I just wanted to know what was not supposed to be done and I did, and how could I ask him now.
Okay, Apurva, sorry for your situation, but yes, you should have it informed only 3 months before. That would suffice. But so now, what's the concern? Is he's not allowing you to join into industrial training?
Now he's allowing me to join the industrial training, but he mentioned that you have put the things on formal note. So now I'm on the notice period, and on the notice period, no leaves are allowed. So in that case, he's not allowing me for the for the advanced ITT and GMCS. So I
That's
just
some.
want to know what's the formal procedure, like how the things work.
I would say कि get away with these things softly. मतलब if you are into your articleship, right? मतलब now for this 15-30 days of leaves, don't get into a headache कि वो ऐसा ना कर दे कि आपको फिर 109 साइन ही ना करे और इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी अटक जाए इसके कारण. आई विल सजेस्ट कि ऐसे भी कंपनी में where you're joining, they would give you leaves for MCS and advanced ITT. So that would be better, I guess.
Okay, but I just want to know how the things work. Like, is it the everywhere do it happens, or was it just my case that we put
It
forward
depends from
something
firm to firm
and
whether it depends from firm to firm whether he wants to, how supportive your manager is, whether he wants to give you MCS or advanced ITT leaves or not. So you cannot do much about it, but if you really want to fight, which I would say you should avoid right now, but if you want to fight, you should get into ICI, you should mail them, you should like blackmail your manager कि नहीं आपने पहले commit किया था अभी आपको देनी पड़ेगी. But I would suggest कि नहीं ये way avoid करो अभी के लिए.
Okay. Thank you so much, Padam. Thank you.
Sure. Krishnika, you have any question?
Yes. Hi, Padam. I actually have 3 questions for you.
Sure.
The first one is that do you think the 3-month period that ICI provides to us is enough for looking for opportunities? Like, is it enough to apply, interview, and then join?
3
Or
months
should we
period
start
for
even prior to 3
application.
months?
That's more than enough,
Yes.
Krishnika. That's like मतलब इससे ज्यादा तो मतलब नहीं है. Companies won't be looking कि 4 महीने बाद एक बंदा है ज्वाइन करने वाला है उसको मैं अभी से ऑफर लेटर रिलीज करके बैठ जाऊं because most of them back out of the opportunity. So for both candidate and applicant, candidate and hirer side, it's better कि 3 month भी बहुत ज्यादा है. Just 3 months would work for you in Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley और वो top IB companies, DSO and BCGS.
Because basically सभी
Okay.
अच्छी opportunities last month में मिलती है because they don't hold such positions for long है ना. So 1 month is the last 1 month is the ideal time you'll get a better opportunity. So 3 months is the way too much.
True, very true, Darshan.
Okay. So my second question is, you said that the team which you'll be working in is equally as important as your vertical and your company that you're joining. But how would you assess the team without sounding rude to someone? Like asking someone, is your team toxic? It's too rude. So how can we assess that?
Yeah, Krishnika, just give me a moment. Yeah, so can you just repeat the question again?
My question is that you said that assessing the team and researching about the team that you'll be joining is important. So
True.
how can we do that? If we ask someone on LinkedIn about the work culture, it might sound a bit rude.
It might sound rude, but it's like you're on the needing side. आपको वो जानना जरूरी है. I felt the same when I was asking that question, but they will understand कि हाँ इनको it's the way of asking. आप ऐसा पूछोगे कि यार मैंने सुना है टीम अच्छी नहीं है तो ऐसा है क्या? That would be wrong way of asking. You should ask कि can you tell me something about business finance FCMH role? Can you tell me something about the business FCMH team? How they function? Who are the members of it? And then asking that particular team member out of his opinion, ask the other teams of that particular team because corporates are all about gossips. हर टीम के बारे में सबको पता है तो वो बेटर हेल्प कर पाएंगे आपको.
Don't think it's rude because वो लोग भी उसी phase से बाहर निकले. So even they know such questions का importance. So it's okay to ask such questions, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And my final question is that do you think it's possible or convenient to switch your vertical post qualification? For example, you're doing your training in business finance. Now, if post qualification you wanted to, do you think you'd be able to get into, say, investment banking or corporate strategy?
For sure, yes, you can switch. Just a moment. Sorry, Krishnika, I was lost for a moment. Yes. Yeah, you can switch the roles. See, life is too long. इसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी आपने 18 महीने या 12 महीने इंटर्नशिप एक जगह कर ली तो आपको लाइफ टाइम यही करना पड़ेगा. What I will say is कि it would keep on changing. आर्टिकलशिप आपने ऑडिट में की, फिर आपने इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग आप बिजनेस फाइनेंस में कर रहे हो. Always companies will be looking to hire candidates from different roles also. So it's not like sorry, I was lost with my response. Yes, again, ठीक है. Okay, so my manager, personally, मेरी manager मुझे खुद कहती है कि पदम, after CA, go on to give CAT या go to Young Leaders Program of IBS, wherein you can get into consulting role. It's not like कि मैं business finance में अभी confined हो गया हूँ. So it would be easy for you to get into, yes. And you will have
thank you.
other applicants. Wherever you go, you will have an edge over other applicants because you have a corporate exposure in your CV. Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Sure. Question, I guess this is from Smile Gupta. What are the other roles in finance field? Could you please explain? Okay, so again, broad question, but see, finance मैं यही बता पाऊंगा कि फाइनेंशियल एंगल ऑफ ए बिजनेस को आपको इवैल्यूएट करना है कि वो कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट कोई भी टीम कर रही हो वो फाइनेंशियली वायबल है कि नहीं. दैट्स बेसिकली फाइनेंस रोल. सो अब सोचो वो फ्लिपकार्ट का ही मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ. फ्लिपकार्ट में एक ऐसी टीम भी बैठती है जो लॉसेस इवैल्यूएट करती है. बेसिकली वो क्या देखती है कि सप्लाई चेन में एक कस्टमर ने ऑर्डर रिटर्न किया तो वो रिटर्न होने के बाद वो ड्यूरिंग ट्रांजिट ड्यूरिंग डिलीवरी प्रोसेस वो डैमेज हो गया. तो वो डैमेज होने से कंपनी को तो लॉस हो गया, नॉर कस्टमर विल बी बेयरिंग इट, नॉर सेलर विल बी बेयरिंग इट. तो उसमें एक फाइनेंस टीम बैठती है. सो हर फाइनेंस टीम का एक एंगल विल बी डिफरेंट ऑफ इवैल्यूएटिंग द सिचुएशन. सो रोल मेजरली वही एक्सेल का रहेगा, वही आपको एनालिसिस करना है, बस डिफरेंट सिचुएशन होगी आपके पास. कहीं पे आपको डिलीवरी बॉयज की वेजेस इवैल्यूएट करनी होगी, कहीं पे वेयर हाउस के मजदूरों की वेजेस इवैल्यूएट करनी पड़ेगी. दैट्स फाइनेंस वन रोल. अदर देन दैट प्राइवेट इक्विटी रिसर्च, इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग सब फाइनेंस में ही आएगा ब्रॉडली. पर आई गेस बाकी स्पीकर्स ने वो अच्छे से कवर कर दिया है उस पर. एंड ओके, वन मोर. Stipend and yeah, exam leave you can surely negotiate with your hiring manager, but that would not leave a good impression for sure. पर I would say कि एक बार ज्वाइन हो जाओ या एक बार अपने पास ट्रेनी से पूछ लो कि उन्होंने कैसे किया था. उनको अगर अच्छी खासी लीव मिल रही है with the hiring manager after joining, then you should follow the same way. Stipend, I don't think in corporates will be that negotiable, but yes, many people negotiate on stipends too. You can try on that. Raghav, can we get hired as a financial analyst as in will doing CFA? CFA will surely help you get as an industrial trainee. It would surely give you an edge. मतलब आप क्या कर रहे हो? You're in a race with 1,000 other candidates. Your any extra degree on your CV, any extra brand on your CV will help you get into a better role. So yes. Okay, Flipkart gives 5 months of steady leaves. No, Flipkart doesn't give 5 months of steady leave. Flipkart gives only 3 months of steady leaves. Can I get the mic? Sorry. Okay, I guess the questions are done. If anyone has any questions, they can raise their hand and they can ask, or else we'll be ending up with the session. And all the best, guys, for your future pursuits. Okay, Adinath, you can go ahead if you have any question.
Padam, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
So I had a simple question that if my partner doesn't allow me a transfer, okay, and then I take a transfer to a small size firm, like an arrangement for being eligible to go to industrial training. So what do you think about this route? Should I risk my good articleship for a small size firm and then move to industrial training? Or I should try to convince my partner, which is difficult in my firm. So what do you think about this route?
So my reason for taking transfer from mid-size to small size was this only कि मेरा जो first firm was probably not going to allow me for industrial training. For that reason, I took a transfer, but I presented it as such कि I was needing a role in foreign accounting and all. So you can surely do that way, but first way would be better for you कि you can convince your manager कि मुझे जाना है, but टिल
हाँ
एक्सटेंट आप उनको समझाना कि हाँ इस एक्सटेंट के बाद इफ यू फील कि नहीं ये नहीं समझने वाले देन यू कैन गो टू दैट वे कि स्मॉल साइज में जाओ रजिस्टर करो उसके बाद वापस ट्रांसफर लो एंड गो टू ए कॉर्पोरेट.
एक्चुअली जो सेकंड वे है कि स्मॉल साइज में जाके एंड देन टेकिंग अ ट्रांसफर, उसमें एक रिस्क है कि इफ यू डोंट गेट इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग then you have to continue for that for like another 1 year. So that is one risk, I think.
Sorry, okay, yeah, but you can anyways take transfer in your second year also, right?
But I think there are some clauses na ki
Yeah, you have to show that
genuine
marriage thing, yeah, relocation thing, but there are workarounds to it. We can,
Okay.
yeah,
Achha. If that is the case, I will just explore it. Thank you.
yeah, sure. Akash, you have any question?
Hi, hello. Is
Hi, Akash.
audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah,
Sorry.
audible.
Okay. So Padam and Rashid, a question for you. Like both of you have like diverse experience in you guys in students club. My students club are like speaking with a lot of people. So just wanted to know like if you can explain me this accounting control department and product control, what these two are, because like next month I'll be joining my industrial training and I have a offer from HSBC in some accounting control department. And as you know, works are like very complex to understand. How much people explain us, so we can't understand unless we join. So I asked some people, so they explained me, but I still felt it difficult to understand that exact work what they are doing. So and one more thing is like for me, Goldman Sachs is like I feel better to join Goldman Sachs. Still, I don't have any like. I'm just following up with the HR daily. I'm calling and irritating her that if any vacancy is there, kindly let me know. Kindly let me know. So, shall I wait for Goldman Sachs? That is one question. Even though I have offer from HSBC, and that other one I already asked is product control department versus this accounting control. Anything if you can tell.
I'm not sure on product control one, but accounting control you can. It's basically controllership, right? Right, the shit. I think वही होएगा. So
Yes, it is.
controllership is all about मतलब सोचो
Actually, that
accounting part
exact
of the business. Yeah.
department
More of
name is.
again accounting part. Madam. More of again accounting part and back end operation. So if you have two options open, then try to compare it कि कौन सा बेनिफिशियल है, कौन सा तुम्हारे इंटरेस्ट का है. कोई भी काम करने जा रहे हो अपने इंटरेस्ट का होना चाहिए बेसिकली. So try to compare them. And if you have a longer duration to accept the offer, then wait for some time. तुम बोल रहे हो शायद गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर से आ सकता है. Then, but at least एकदम ऑफर चले ना जाए वैसा भी ध्यान रखो. If you have some time, wait for it. वरना of course, yeah, you have to accept any one of them which will fascinate you. Yeah, Padam, please add.
या सो कंट्रोलर्स का ही रोल रहेगा वो मेजरली. मतलब बेसिकली आप अकाउंटिंग पार्ट देख रहे हो बिजनेस का. इफ यू आर गोइंग इनटू कंट्रोलरशिप आई विल से कि गोल्डमैन सैक्स का ही वेट करो. एटलीस्ट यू विल हैव ए गुड ब्रांड इन योर सीवी. और उसके अलावा ट्राई एक्सप्लोरिंग मोर ऑप्शंस. इजीली आपको मिल जाएगी कहीं पे भी इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर. एक बार पहले यू शुड फिगर आउट कि मुझे किधर जाना है. मुझे फाइनेंस का रोल चाहिए. अगर फाइनेंस का रोल चाहिए तो किस कंपनी में चाहिए, विच कंपनी आई लाइक टू बी एसोसिएटेड विद. मेरे सीवी में कौन सा नाम आए तो आई विल बी फीलिंग बेटर.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Kanan,
Hey, hi Padam and Rashid. I
hello.
wanted to ask you something. So I have 6 months before I can start applying for industrial training, and I have a lot of disadvantages in my CV, I would say. So I took 4 attempts, like in total, to clear inter, and my articleship experience hasn't been that great. So like I didn't get any exposure at all. Now, do you think there are any ways by which I can enhance my chances? So, like
Yeah,
for 6 months,
so
can I do?
surely
Yeah,
matlab, attempts, everything sometimes do matter in your CV, but you can
yeah.
always play with it. You can show as कि आपने group 1 2022, group 2 2023 में clear किया. In interview you can clarify on that, but most of the case interview में वो पूछेंगे नहीं कि आप मेजर आपका चैलेंज कहाँ पे आएगा. You should get your CV selected for interview, right? So उसके लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो ना, एक NISM research analyst करके मैंने जो certificate बताया वो
I've done that. Actually, I've like cleared 3 or 4 stock market exams.
you have clear.
3 or 4 stock market exams. So I've done like mutual fund distributor and research analyst, and
True.
I've
That
done
would
some
really help you in
MSc.
there.
Yeah.
Then again, matlab, now what you have to do is you have still 6 months, right? You have to work towards making
Yeah.
your CV better.
Yeah.
How can you
See.
do it? You
Yeah.
can do extracurriculars, go present papers in national conferences, go write newsletters for various
Yeah.
ICA branches. Other than that, you can try joining if MSc or any other club teams are hiring. You can organize
Okay.
some sessions. You can do something extraordinary, which will basically make the managers crave for you, like they want to hire you. So that
I
is
get that, but see, the issue is like I come from a very small town, so like the opportunities here aren't very much. So, क्या होता है, I tried to join like a national conference के लिए मैंने try किया, but when I reached out to some people on LinkedIn, they told me कि you have to have some connections in the branch जहाँ पे भी वो conference हो रही है, otherwise it's very difficult if you don't have any previous experience, so like
Kanan,
for
I'm not sure on that constraint. मतलब, see, हाँ, छोटा टाउन से होना is a constraint for sure, but ठीक है.
yeah.
See, okay, आपको अगर प्रेजेंट करना है, get ready with a PPT, send it to me. मैं आपका कहीं ना कहीं पे
Okay.
आपकी जो भी ब्रांच है वहाँ पे लगवा दूंगा आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन. If it works to reference, but personally I will say कि you just do follow the normal process. वो जो बोलते हैं कि इस मेल आईडी पे अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन along with a video clip भेज दो. I'm sure, I'm damn sure मेरी I got my PPT selected that way, so I'm sure आपका भी हो ही जाएगा. It's no big a deal. Yes.
Okay. So like
Yeah.
I should
जरूरी
not
नहीं
worry
है
about.
कनन की तुम अपने ही ब्रांच में मतलब ट्राई की डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस में भी अगर ऐसे अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल रही है ना कीप अप्लाइंग इन अनदर ब्रांचेस एज वेल सो दैट यू विल हैव
Yeah, no, the
मोर
branch
प्रोबेबिलिटी
said
कहीं पे सिलेक्शन के लिए. और ये सारी जो वैकेंसीज है ना वो लोग के इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल्स पे पोस्ट होती है व्हेन वैकेंसीज सॉरी सच अपॉर्चुनिटीज. तो ये तुम उनके इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल पे चले जाना इंस्टीट्यूट के, दे कीप पोस्टिंग सच अपॉर्चुनिटीज कि अभी ये होने वाला है अभी ये होने वाला है. So try to get social into that things as well. तो तुमको opportunities ज़्यादा दिखेगी different branches पे भी.
okay.
Someone
I'll
has
do that.
on the ATS compliance. I'm not sure on that answer, so I'll avoid that question. उसके अलावा फ्लिपकार्ट में 5 months की एग्जाम लीव के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन है. नो दे डोंट प्रोवाइड 5 months of exam leave, they provide 3 months of exam leave as per policy, but that again depends on team to team in every organization, so no one would commit to that 5 months point. Then third one was on final classes. CA final classes try to complete as soon as possible because ultimately revision ही matter करेगा. Darshit would be the best person to help you out with it, but for my team I'll say कि FR के लिए अजय अग्रवाल है. AFM के लिए you can, AFM is really messy, मतलब you take संजय सराफ, आदित्य जैन, महंगा वाला ही कटेगा आपका. Then you have DT, Bhavat Borana is the god of it. IDT,
God of it.
yeah. IDT, you have Vishal Bhattar, but personally I'm 50-50 on it. Vishal Bhattar, and there is one more guy,
उनकी
Akshan
books
sir.
and charts is way too good, guys. I'll definitely recommend because मेरे को मैंने जिनकी क्लासेस करी थी that was not that appropriate and up to the mark. मैंने विशाल बत्तर सर की सिर्फ चार्ट बुक्स ऑर्डर करी थी, सिर्फ चार्ट बुक्स एंड वॉल चार्ट, and I just gone through his YouTube के revision lectures. I didn't even took his lectures, and really उनके chart books are very exhaustive. मतलब you more have to practice on those chart books and then sums. That's it. मतलब if you have done that, विशाल बत्तर सर की notes are मतलब
Yeah, so
really good.
Again, Vishal Bhattak's classes. So basically, what Darshit is saying is very true. कि पर what मैंने क्या देखा ना कि हर चीज को उन्होंने चार्ट फॉर्म में एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है. जीएसटी की डेफिनेशन के लिए भी एक चार्ट बना दी है. So कभी कभार वो एक एक्सटेंट में चला जाता है. But on that other part, out of all the options in the moon, the Vishal Bhattar is the best one to take. Yes.
Definitely.
Then we have for audit, Shubham Keshwan is the only option, or you go for self-study. Self-study will be the best. IBS उसमें तो अभी we don't have any clarity as such, तो वो तो आप बाकी 5 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ोगे उसके साथ हो ही जाएगा. सेल्फ पेस मॉड्यूल पे निपटा के रखना. सेल्फ पेस मॉड्यूल के लिए right now there are many bugs going on into the system. I won't comment more on it, but there are bugs which are going on and many people are completing with it. And जितना जल्दी हो सके खत्म करो. उसके बाद क्या, if you are, whenever your attempt is, you can be preparing for revision. That's what matters. Yes.
Definitely.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, Akash.
Yeah.
One more thing, like Padam, you told that you rejected Barclays like 1 or 2 days before joining.
Yeah.
तो उसमें लाइक कैसे हुआ था वो प्रोसेस क्या है? वंस यू साइन ऑफर लेटर एंड सेंड टू देम, इसके बाद कैसे, लाइक हाउ टू टेल देम दैट आई वोंट बी जॉइनिंग?
आपने
So
उनके
is
साथ
will
कोई
there be
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंटर नहीं किया है कि अगर मैंने ज्वाइन नहीं किया तो 2 लाख 5 लाख रुपए कुछ देने पड़ेंगे आपको? जब मतलब ज्वाइनिंग डेट पर अगर आप नहीं बता के भी अगर नहीं जाओगे, इट विल जस्ट लीव ए बैड प्रोफेशनल impact, like professional एक आपकी इमेज खराब होगी, but other than that they can't take any legal action on you. They
Okay.
can, but they won't have the patience and efforts to keep doing for every candidate. So you can anytime reject the offer. But I suggest ऐसा मत करा करो because companies को भी issue आता है. Yes.
No, I understand it's not like ethical enough, but still, mera like if I'm getting a very good jump somewhere else, so like
Truly,
that time,
first अपने आप को रखो. If you are getting a good offer, you should take for it. Hard
yes.
में जाए sir, but you should do it. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, mind you have any question?
हाँ बस एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, FP&A एंड फाइनेंस में डिफरेंस क्या है और कितना
सी
ज्यादा
FP&A मतलब देखो फिनेंस रोल कैसे होता है ना, हर एसेट के लिए होता है. एक कंपनी के अंदर मल्टीपल डिपार्टमेंट्स हो सकते हैं. जैसे मैं अगर फ्लिपकार्ट की बात करूँ, एक डिपार्टमेंट है जो सेलर से पिकअप करता है ऑर्डर, एक डिपार्टमेंट है वो सेलर से पिकअप करके जो वेयर हाउस में स्टोर होना है उधर जाएगा, वेयर हाउस से स्टोर होकर कस्टमर को जो डिलीवरी करना है उसका एक डिपार्टमेंट होगा, कस्टमर से रिटर्न आएगा उसका एक डिपार्टमेंट होगा, रिटर्न में अगर डैमेज प्रोडक्ट हो गया तो उसको लिक्विडेट करना है, डिस्पोज करना है, उसका भी एक डिपार्टमेंट होगा. FP&A का काम है इन सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स के नंबर्स को ओवरव्यू करना. वो नंबर खेलते रहते हैं कि एक शिपमेंट पे कस्टमर से पिक करने का क्या कॉस्ट है, कस्टमर को डिलीवर करने का क्या कॉस्ट है. FP&A विल बी ब्रॉडर लेवल फाइनेंस, जो सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स के फाइनेंस के नंबर्स को ओवरव्यू करेगा, ब्रॉड लेवल ऊपर से देखेगा.
So you mean to say अगर FP&A मिल रहा तो FP&A is better than finance, ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
आई
कोई
वोंट
तो
कमेंट ऑन
कैसे
दैट. मतलब देखो FP&A में आपका नेटवर्क अच्छा बनेगा, पर फाइनेंस रोल में आपको ज्यादा एनालिसिस करने को मिलेगा. Yeah, for me, finance role was more better than FP&A. FP&A भी finance में ही आता है. It's more on financial planning and analysis, right? So वो सारे departments के finance को overhead कर रहा है, basically nothing else.
वही दो ही कंफ्यूजन था, FP&A लेना चाहिए या फिर फाइनेंस करना चाहिए. I had given one FP&A, they were like we'll revert you back by June 1st week or 2nd week. So बस I just wanted to know if I get that, that is also a good offer.
दोनों
right?
ट्रेनी से पूछो जो भी वो रोल में काम कर रहा है कि कैसा रहा उनका एक्सपीरियंस. दोनों से एक बार बात करोगे, आई थिंक आपको ज्यादा क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगी. और दोनों से दूसरे का भी पूछो कि आपको फाइनेंस का रोल कैसा लगता है. ऑब्वियसली वो दोनों टच में होंगे, सो दोनों साइड से यू विल गेट एन ओपिनियन. यस.
Thank you guys.
One last question, I guess. Started, when should I start? Krutika, again, the same question. 3 months before, it would help if you are going into top IBs and if you are into immediate. देखो 3 month पहले शुरू करने का एक ही लॉजिक है, आपको ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा, ज्यादा इंटरव्यूज दे पाओगे. अल्टीमेटली आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी एज दर्शित से लास्ट मंथ में ही मिलने वाली है. Whether Akshant sir good for IDT? Okay, Akshant sir is good for IDT. If I say his notes are really good for IDT, but go for Vishal.
Preference is Vishal.
Then I
See,
guess,
most of
sorry
the
guys if I missed any question. You can always ping me on LinkedIn. Anytime you can reach me out on LinkedIn. And one more thing, I posted that. Sorry. Recently, I posted on LinkedIn that I'll be sharing a mails list of all the industrial training hirers and everything, but I did not get much time in past days to share it. I'll try my best. Jitna jaldi ho sake, all the industrial trainee session registrants will get it over the mail.
Yeah. All right, Padam. Thank you so much. Like it is almost an hour. You have been answering to all the question and answers for all the people. Like this is a phenomenal thing because we have been through this path and we understand this pain where people need this support. And really big applause to Padam for initiating this thing and concluding to all the next level questions. So thank you so much, Padam.
Just one more question, Rashid. Sorry. Sachin is
Yeah.
asking if I have done 4 months of articleship from mid-size firm in audit domain. No, oh, sorry. There's no question here, right? You have done 4 months from articleship in audit domain. It's good. Audit is a good domain to start with. And if you are willing to shift, you can shift. That's on you. Hi, Padam, could please let me know the registration process. See, okay, on broad level, see, you need a CA under whom you will be registering in a corporate. So, जैसे ही आपका termination होगा, after 1 to 2 days, you will get a confirmation from ICA that your 109 is filled up. Now you have to file form 104 if I'm not wrong. 104 up. Suppose your offer letter date is from 25th of May, so you can file it एनी टाइम, मतलब 6 महीने बाद भी आप उसको फाइल कर सकते हो फ्रॉम 25th ऑफ मई। पर एक आप एवरीवन कीप इट नोटेड, एक आपको स्टैम्प पेपर रख के लेके रखना पड़ेगा विद इन 1 month फ्रॉम योर ऑफर लेटर डेट। सो इफ आई एम सेइंग यू आर जॉइनिंग ऑन 25th ऑफ मई, योर ऑफर लेटर इज ऑन 25th ऑफ मई, योर स्टैम्प पेपर डेट शुड बी बिफोर 25th ऑफ जून, ठीक है, 24th ऑफ जून टू बी ऑन द सेफर साइड, ठीक है। सो वो स्टैम्प पेपर लेके रख लेना। बाकी रजिस्ट्रेशन आप कभी भी देख कर सकते हो। कॉन्वोकेशन फी एक देनी पड़ेगी इफ यू रजिस्टर आफ्टर 1 month, विद इन 1 month कर देते हो देन इट वुड बी इजी। सिर्फ आईसीआई पोर्टल में जाओ, लॉग इन करो एसएसपी पोर्टल में, अप्लाई फॉर फॉर्म 104 ऑप्शन होगा, राइट द मेंबरशिप नंबर ऑफ द सीए हायरिंग मैनेजर। मतलब इस पे ऊपर यूट्यूब पे काफी वीडियोस है, यू कैन ट्राई इट आउट। बाकी भी कोई भी क्वेरी हो यू कैन रीच आउट टू मी ऑन लिंक्डइन आई थिंक। Okay, hi Padam, for reference, who should be the people that we should reach out to? Two people, Darshika. One are the trainees who are in that organization working as industrial trainees, past trainees, current trainees, whoever you can reach out to. And another one would be the CA. Basically, वो ही hire करेंगे, right, for the team. So उसके लिए एक CA को आप reach out कर सकते हो और trainees को reach out कर सकते हो। Obviously HR को भी आप reach out कर सकते हो, because HR को अगर आपने समझा दिया कि आपको आना है तो HR कोई ना कोई टीम में करा ही देगा। I want to know, do mementos from ICAI matter, and also I'm thinking of shifting to legal continue with audit searching in mementos from ICAI matter. देखो हर चीज मैटर करती है, हर एक्स्ट्रा चीज आपको एक लीवे देगी एज कम्पेयर टू अदर कैंडिडेट्स। सो श्योरली इट वुड हेल्प, पर ऐसा नहीं है कि वो नहीं हो तो कुछ नहीं होगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। हो तो इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर। And shifting up to legal consistency, I won't be the right person to answer. But if you are thinking कि आपको the future में legal consultancy करना है, then legal consultancy is the thing for you, and you can shift for it. In industrial training, it won't help. More people look for audit department trainees. Last thing, what should I prepare for investment banking? I'm good in English, not good form, but yeah, been the one attempt. But please suggest something. I have a lot of confusion. Sachin, poor English is something you should work upon. You can solve it out. पर ऐसा नहीं है कि I cannot sugarcoat it. It's the way you present yourself in interview. अभी you have a lot of time. शायद आपने 4 महीने वाला क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि I have done only 4 months of articleship. तो अभी 8 महीने आपके पास, you can surely work on your English communication skills, क्योंकि अभी तो start है। In your career ahead, you will be needing this English communication better. So you work upon English, and it's not that English अच्छा नहीं है तो you won't get good jobs, but surely you should work upon it. That's my suggestion. Enter 1 attempt. Okay, so opening the queue. One awesome Arnav. Yeah, क्या नाम है? Yeah, Arnav.
Or we have someone?
There is Arnav. I'm not sure he is not replying probably. Articleship domain matters in IT. It depends. Some managers prefer कि audit domain हो तो you get a broader level overview. This is what I have seen while my hiring, and it's true too. So yes, audit obviously helps, but ठीक है, taxation भी हो तो कोई issue नहीं है. Ultimately it's the way you present yourself, it's the way you present your CV. दोनों हो जाए तो it's easy to crack industrial training. कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है यार. I guess that's it, guys. शायद हो गया.
All right. Thank you so much, Padam, for this. And I'm just posting out all the LinkedIn IDs of our speakers as well as the panelists of today. You all can reach out to us, Padam, Shrishti, Varun, myself, Ayush. We had Ayush as well. So yeah, you all can do connect with us on LinkedIn, and for future queries, for any kind of assistance, we all are definitely there. Thank you so much, Padam, for being so patient and answering to all these questions since so long.
Thank you, for handling it so well, organizing it so well, and you too for being patient, staying up to 9 o'clock from 6 o'clock. You were constantly here. I was not part of the entire session.
It's actually our pleasure. It's actually our pleasure. So I think Padam has his November attempt, right? This November 24.
Yeah.
So I hope this everyone's wishes is with you. Wish you all the very best for the upcoming examinations, and definitely you're gonna rock this time in the first attempt itself.
Sure.
AIR तो सोच के ही रखा होगा कौन सा वाला, but ठीक है. But we will have that news coming soon. But wish you all the very best, Padam, for all your preparations. And thank you so much once again.
Everyone for all your wishes and all the best. Keep going. don't feel down. मिल जाएगी आपको अच्छी opportunity. It's not the end of life. कहीं भी help चाहिए,
Yes,
you can
yes.
obviously reach out to me on LinkedIn or Darshit or anyone from Team MLC. We are every day there for you. Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. All right.
Sure,
Thank you
guys.
so much, Padam, and thank you so much, each and everyone, for being consistent enough since so long. And your presence mattered a lot. Hope this session was insightful. Do share this reviews with your friends because this video will be soon out on YouTube as well. So this session should be beneficial to all our CA fraternity mates, and all our efforts should shine brighter by sharing it to all our mates. I hope this session was insightful, and thank you so much to each and everyone. See you.
Yes, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Bye bye. Good night. Thanks for them. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
हो गया भाई सेशन